Kendrick, I'll ask you. You played forever. You're the star, not me. I asked you right now. You can start a season tomorrow. You want Kobe, 9-time All Defense? Or do you want Curry in your backcourt? You take one or the other. Which one are you taking?
I'm taking Curry.
Over Kobe? Can't do that.
Are you confident in that, Perk? Seriously though, is that an easy one for you to answer? Like a no-brainer? You would just go Curry?
It's not an easy one to answer.
What's up, everybody? Jay Heat, Sports Media. Coming at y'all again with that fire as always. Spitting the hot topics and getting this sports conversation started. Did y'all hear what this guy, Kendrick Perkins, just said? Man, that's what's up. That's high praise. Kudos to Stephen Curry. He deserves it in some ways, but boy, is this guy the most loved basketball player in the history of the league to me. Let's talk about it. Man, that's crazy. Did y'all hear what this man Perk said, though? I mean, he said if you have to start a team between Kobe and Steph Curry in their prime, I'm assuming he's taking Curry. That's like basically saying you got Curry on your all-time list ahead of Kobe Bryant. Now, I'm not saying it's completely, totally just why we even having a conversation about this. Obviously, I'm making a video. It's worthy of a conversation. But that's why I say Steph Curry is the most loved basketball player in the world today, and why he is the most loved basketball player in the history of the league, in my opinion. And I'm going to include Michael Jordan, who I think was the most loved basketball player in the league's history up until Steph Curry came along. Allen Iverson was another one that really was loved, but he got some hate too, kind of based on his persona and the way he carried himself. You know, he was unapologetically himself, and some people didn't like what that entailed. I loved AI, probably my favorite player of all time. But Steph Curry has some of what AI had, and when we look at him with the naked eye, we think he looks like I could do that. You know, it's skill. He ain't the tallest, the biggest, the strongest, even though he gets underrated for his strength. You know, he gets underrated for his heart. He does get some hate. People act like the dude isn't, you know, somebody who can actually have heart and play hard, somebody that can be pumped per se, and I don't think that's Steph at all. But when you start putting him over players like Kobe Bryant to build your team, it's like you're discrediting everything Kobe did on the floor when you consider the fact that Kobe played both ends of the floor. They both played on a team with players that were better than them. Kobe with Shaq, as good as he was, Shaq was the man on the team. Steph Curry with Kevin Durant, as great as he is, KD was the best player on that team. They both won without those type of players on their team. And they both had lots of help around them. But my biggest thing would be Kobe on the other end of the floor versus Curry. Curry, I think, gets underrated on his defensive effort, but he wasn't Kobe Bryant on the defensive end. And Kobe couldn't shoot like Curry, but as an offensive weapon, could take the game over no different. You know, the system that Steph Curry has around him is built perfectly for him and doesn't get enough credit at times. What Steve Kerr brought to that team with his system that he took from Utah's system and the Bulls and the Spurs and Phoenix Suns back in the day with D'Antoni and them. All these groups that he took a little bit of all their stuff and blended into his own style and tailored it specifically around Steph mainly, but also Clay. It fits perfect. But we can't act like Steph hasn't had a great mob of guys around him at all times. We can't act like when Steph went to his first title that he didn't get a little bit of luck there. Everybody gets some luck, but that was some significant luck with Love and Kyrie going down. The accomplishment he just had winning this title, I think, is his greatest. I think that's the best he's done in his career. It was awesome to see. You know, the second best accomplishments, I would put the 2 MVPs back to back, the unanimous one, definitely. And then I would say the championships with KD, because I thought Steph played better in those than he did in the first one that he won. And again, he got that gift of Love and Kyrie being hurt in that first one. So Steph, his career, his three-point records, his gravity, as people will probably refute me with this video of how he like draws attention, all of that is great. Kobe drew double teams too, no doubt about it. But you know, this guy, for the little bit of hate he gets here and there, I just feel like nobody loves this dude and gives him a pass at times for things that they are more critical with stars like Kobe Bryant, LeBron James, or Kevin Durant about. Of course, definitely Kevin Durant. Got a lot of reasons for people to be critical of him, but even Kobe and LeBron, people are just so much more critical. Michael Jordan, he hit the league similarly and took it by storm and just had people pretty much in awe of what he was doing out there. Had those commercials, want to be like Mike, the Gatorade commercials, and he blew up and was considered the best of all time before he won his first title. And by the time he had the first 3, it was like no question about it, he was the greatest of all time. The 6 just put it into a category where, you know, you just couldn't even touch Mike ever. But Steph Curry getting that same love. He has not been the best player on his team for his 4 chips, like say a LeBron James, but people are already making arguments that he's better than LeBron James all time. People talking about this guy like he's top 3 all time, top 2 to some people. He only got 2 league MVPs, not 4 or 5 like LeBron or Michael Jordan. And he only has 4 chips, unlike 5 like Kobe. But again, people got him over these guys. And for people who don't think he's loved, just watch anytime he enters an arena. The show that is put on, the spectacle that is made, and the fanfare that is all gathered around just to watch this man warm up, let alone in the games. When he comes to your city, he takes it over. More people are cheering for him than the home team when he steps in the arena. And I'm going to give him credit because not just his skill, but the way he carries himself on camera, the family man he appears to be, the way he, you know, seems to love his kids and be a good father, a good husband, you know, a good son. Got the winning smile, clean cut. You know, you don't see a lot of tattoos all on him and stuff, even though I'm not saying people can't have tattoos, but I'm just saying the appearance-wise is straight tailor-made to be able to get the praise that he gets, along with the fact, like I say, people look at him like he is only 6 feet when he's actually a legit 6'3" barefoot, and people feel like I could do that, I could be him. He's just as same height and size as everybody else, and he's dominating the league, when really 6'3" is kind of tall. But let's just go with that. When you combine that with that winning personality and his attitude and the fact that the three-pointer is something that everybody can see them working on and doing, as opposed to flying high above the rim, it just, to me, gets him celebrated even more so than his accomplishments. And because of that, you hear about him as a top 2 or 3 player all time. You're hearing people say that he's better than Kobe, and they take him before Kobe if they had both in their prime. I think we got to pump the brakes on stuff like that before we go there, and he got to do a little bit more before we say that. But that's just me. Let me know what y'all think. All right, that's all the time I got. Y'all know what it is. Remember to like or subscribe or hit the bell for J Heat Sports Media on YouTube. Let's get these subscribers up. I'm on Instagram as well, at The Vault JMU414 on Twitter, and of course, what's up TikTok? Holla at y'all next time.